Hello. So I am facilitating a foundation right now, and I was sharing a story that I always share at the beginning of foundation. And I thought maybe you like to hear it too, in case you have never taken a foundation with me. In the very beginning of the manual, at this point, of course, they change the manuals all the time. They talk about the tools from Access. They really can, as you may know, I definitely know, they can clear anything, change anything. And it's not just about that. It's also about creating what you would like, exponentializing what is really yummy in your life already. And so I always talk about that, and I read the little blurb in the book about it, and then I share a story. And it's a funny story, at least I find it very funny. So I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I took a class, an online class with Gary Douglas, the founder of Access. And it was, I don't remember the exact title, but something like Creating Wealth or Ease in Creating Wealth or something like that. So title has Creating Wealth in it. And it was a 6-week long telecall. I think there was 100 of us on it. It was amazing, like absolutely amazing. And once it finished, the next month I was in a class with him somewhere else in the world. And he was talking to somebody, and then he said, yeah, for example, I just finished this 6-week telecall with 100 people, and it was all about creating wealth, except in 6 weeks, and each of the calls were an hour and a half, not one person asked me how to create wealth. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, that didn't even occur to me. And I don't recall if I asked a question on that teleseries or not, but if I did, it wouldn't have been how do I create wealth, Gary? It would have been, here's my money problem. How do I fix it so I can create wealth? Which is a very different question than how do I create wealth? So if you haven't listened to this week's radio show, check it out. It's all about which road are you on. And it's around the same idea of, are you asking for what you would like? Are you asking what it takes to create wealth? Or are you focusing on how much money you don't have, how much wealth you don't have? And it's such a lie that at least I, and possibly you, have bought, apparently at least 100 of us on that telecall series all those years ago, but that in order to change something, you have to fix the problem. What if that isn't true? What if there is truly nothing to fix? What if it's just a different choice? And a lot of times that different choice is not having the conversation in your head or out loud to anybody who will listen about how horrible your money situation is. It's about what else could I choose? And so I just love sharing that at the beginning of the class because, one, it's a great reminder for me, but also to let people know we have 4 days together in Foundation to talk about all of these amazing tools and processes from Access Consciousness, and we don't have to focus on the problem. We may, I don't tell people that they can't ask those questions, of course, and sometimes it's required to look at it, to get the awareness about it, to then change it and then choose something different. But a lot of times, my sweet friends, it is not. It truly is about choosing something different, which starts in here, where you're not looking at what's wrong and you're looking at what can I create. So don't be me and spend a long, 6 weeks immersed in this telecall and not ask what you truly desire to ask, because that's what I joined the telecall for. Gary, how do I create wealth? Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I just love that story and it's a great reminder. And have an awesome week, guys. I look forward to chatting with you next week.